Hey guys, so this is my what I eat in a day video. I know a lot of you guys have been like really wanting to see that for a while, and I'm sorry I never really got to get a video. There was my blog post like about it for a little bit, but I don't think that really like lived up to some of your guys like expectations. So I'm excited for this video. I am. So I'll just get right into it and just like start by saying, like you guys know I am a holistic nutritionist, so I do eat, pretty healthy, I guess I would say. Like most of my meals, they're pretty nutrient dense, like very colorful, and I really just like to focus on that and just making sure that I have the nutrients that I need, that I'll be fueled throughout the day. But I don't go as far as like counting my macros or anything like that, but it's more of just, like getting your knowledge about the food and really knowing what is in the food and what those nutrients are doing for your body. It's much easier to kind of just pick and choose what you need to eat. You don't really need to be like, I don't know, like going on like MyFitnessPal and all that stuff, doing my macros, unless you're like really into that, then for sure. But for me, I haven't had to do that yet, just to get like where I'm at physically. So yeah, for me, you'll see the meals. I'm really just kind of going to be showing them. Like I'm literally filming this right before I head to the gym. I'm just kind of gonna be filming it as a bird's eye view. I just did the breakfast, so yeah, I hope you guys like it first of all. Um, and one thing I also want to say too is that right now I am very grateful to have like taken the opportunity to be working as like I really want to just start working as like an online personal trainer and as online nutritionist. Through my Instagram and through my website and just through opportunities that I get. And so I was recently just working at Good Life Fitness as a personal trainer for the last 6 months. I was on the floor for like a long time throughout the day, and eating was pretty challenging. Like I was probably drinking like 2 protein shakes a day. That's where I was getting my like main protein from. I was really lucky if I was able to, sit down and have a meal like after a client, like around dinner time. So I really saw a change in my body. Like my body fat percentage dropped like crazy, like with like 4% within like a couple months. And yeah, I just knew it wasn't good. And that's not why I left Good Life. I left because I just wanted to pursue, my own career. But definitely I'm able to eat a lot more now throughout the day. And that's something I know I'm very grateful for. And I think my body is thanking me for that as well. And yeah, you probably noticed that like my meals, they are bigger. I like to, like eat my 3 big meals and can just kind of be snacking like throughout the day. I'm just gonna kind of like break down my 2 supplements that I kind of take throughout the day, just my greens powder and my protein powder, just so you guys can just kind of like have a feeling for those. Yeah, so let's get right into it, and let me just show you the greens powder. This is what I just had. I just put it in my smoothie. So delicious. Yeah, let me just break it down for you guys. Okay, so this is my greens powder. I've just recently been starting to use it. It's by Genuine Health, right here. Vegan Greens Plus. I have the natural acai mango flavor. It is so delicious. You get so many ingredients in here. You're getting organic spirulina, alfalfa, chlorella, broccoli, milk thistle, green tea. The list goes on and on and on forever. So I absolutely love this guy. It's very clean as well, gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, and soy-free. So I'm just going to open it up and I'll show you guys the size of the serving. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, so it's not too big. Literally like a perfect little scoop for a smoothie. I didn't have any smoothie greens left over. What I usually do is just I either put like spinach or kale in like my smoothie, but I finished my spinach with my breakfast today, so this is like the perfect thing to add into your smoothies if you don't have your kind of like favorite smoothie greens on hand. So I absolutely love this guy. And yeah, so this is just like my little quick intro into what I eat in a day. Again, pretty simple, I'm just looking for colors and nutrients. Really, that's how I eat. And this isn't really how I eat on like a complete regular basis. I'm sorry, there's a little fluff right there. And it's more just like kind of on the same level throughout the week, I guess you could say. So, just lots of vegetables, looking for protein and those certain macronutrients. But you know, I'm not really eating like eggs every single day and quinoa every single day and chicken every single day. So it always varies what I'm eating, really just what I have on hand. Especially, you know, living in Canada, it's what's in season. So I really just like to get what's in season, you know, go to the farmer's market, get the freshest things I can. And yeah, you know, it's pretty simple. Most of these foods are like available globally, like at most grocery stores, I'm pretty sure. I don't think quinoa is like anything special anymore. But yeah, so I hope you guys like it. And I am going to just like give you a little breakdown of my protein powder throughout this video as well. Just when I have it, like right after my workout. Okay, so I'll go right into breakfast and yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. So, this is my first beverage of the day. It is just simply some lemon water. Not too large of a cup or anything, just, you know, like an average size cup. I love having lemon water in the morning. I find it just like, you know, like immediately wakes me up. You know, it's gonna alkalize the body, bring it back to a healthy pH, alkalize the cells, hydrate the cells and all the muscles and the organs, even your brain and the heart. So it's important to really get hydrated right when you wake up. I like to just, you know, have the lemon water. I'll usually switch to just like pure filtered water right after. But yeah, so just some nice lemon water. Love it to death. It's so hydrating. And yeah, so this is just what I start my day off with. And also my probiotic. I'm going to show you it right now. Okay, so this is my probiotic. HMF Forte, it's called, by Genestra. They're also called Ceroil. Great probiotic. I usually take it right when I wake up in the morning, just so I don't forget, like throughout the day. And I've just been taking 2 capsules. I'm taking it till it's done. It's almost done. I think there's like 4 capsules left. I love this guy. It's so good. HMF stands for Human Microflora, which is pretty neat. So they're getting it sourced from humans. And I did a little training on this Genestra company, and I actually believe that it's coming from these nuns that like live up in like the mountains, who live very holistic. You know, they eat very organic and practice holistic remedies and treatments. So it's pretty cool. Great probiotic. I love it. There's 10 billion in each capsule. I think there's like 5 or 6 different strains. Yeah, so I love this guy. It's a little expensive. Like it's almost like, I think $45, but it's really worth it. It's one of the best probiotics on the market. It was recommended, this probiotic, by like basically every single one of my teachers at the Institute. So I just got it. I'll show you the size of the capsules too. They're not too big. Yeah, so they're just nice small little capsules, nothing crazy. So it's like perfect. And like even like smaller than the size of my fingernail. So I love these guys. Again, it's a pretty like intense probiotic. It's a little expensive, so it's something that you could take just for a couple months, or take just the whole bottle, and you're just gonna like really put that gut back with some healthy bacteria, and that's the whole importance of a probiotic. And it's just a really strong probiotic, so you only need to take it for those couple months. You don't need to be taking it like forever as like a kind of lifelong basics. You just really need it to kind of get the gut back into like a healthy state. So I love this guy. And that probiotic's available at most health food stores. Genestra is kind of like a more professional brand, so I think it's either going to be available behind the counter or like in the refrigerator. That's where I got that probiotic. But yeah, so this is my little morning routine, just simply a probiotic and some lemon water. And I'll be going right into breakfast after this, so let's check that out. So this is today's breakfast. Nice and simple. Wasn't really feeling like oatmeal today, so I decided to make some scrambled eggs. So yeah, I have 3 scrambled eggs that I did in some olive oil, salt, pepper, and like a pinch of turmeric. 2 large handfuls of sauteed spinach that I did in some olive oil with some Himalayan salt as well. Like half a sliced tomato, a big one, and 1 piece of like 9-grain multigrain toast. Kind of felt like something crunchy with this. It's all a little soft, so I thought I would make a little piece of toast with it to go as well. You know, I don't have too many sensitivities to like gluten when it's in bread, so I find it's not really huge problem for me in the morning, so I kind of like to maybe have a piece of toast with something like this if that's what I have. But yeah, so I'll either usually do this or some oatmeal. That's really like my breakfast go-to. I used to love breakfast, but I'm not too crazy about it anymore, but I just make sure I eat it all the time. So yeah, for me, this is, really nutrient dense. I have some extra olive oil on the tomato as well for some healthy fats, and I just put some honey, pure raw honey on the toast, like no butter or anything. But yeah, so this is nice and simple. And I'm also having a smoothie with my breakfast. I'll show you guys that too. All right, and this is my smoothie. Does not look too appetizing in this lighting, I just noticed. Yeah, not at all. But it's pretty delicious. I just have some mixed berries with a little bit of mango, coconut water, some hemp hearts, and Genuine Health Greens Plus, the natural acai mango flavor. I didn't have any leftover spinach like from my breakfast, so I thought I'd just put the Genuine Health greens in it. It actually tastes absolutely amazing. It's so delicious. So yeah, for breakfast today and most of the other days, just some nice healthy colorful vegetables and some protein, and I have a nice fruity smoothie with some servings of green in it as well. Again, I don't count my macros or anything, so I don't know the total content, but I'm getting probably around 15-20 grams of protein with these eggs, and that's happy enough for me. I put some extra hemp hearts in here as well, just for a little bit more protein too. And yeah, for me, this is a perfect breakfast. And for lunch, I think I'm going to be doing a post-workout quinoa with roasted vegetables, get some extra protein. So we'll check that out right after this. This is my protein powder. I love it so much. Brag about it a little bit for a second here. Yeah, so I have this right after my workout. I'm not gonna like actually film it like me drinking it, but this is I just have it directly after my workout. I bring it to the gym in a protein shaker with dark chocolate, almond milk, a couple ice cubes, and it tastes like cake. It's so good. This is the vanilla flavor. I love it to death. Yeah, so Vega, this is their sport line, so it's different than their original line. You're getting 30 grams of plant-based protein, which is amazing. Most like plant-based proteins just do like 20 grams or 23, but this guy you're getting 30. You're also getting 6 grams of BCAAs and 6 grams of glutamine, which is so awesome, because just in combination, it means you don't have to go buy them separately and spend like another like $40 and just on another supplement. So it's included in this, meant for post-workout, so it's awesome. And again, you're also getting turmeric, tart cherry, and some probiotics just to help with digestion, which is awesome. And I love that they put the turmeric in there, because it's one of the biggest anti-inflammatories on the planet. And as you know, or maybe you don't know, but when you're working out, you produce free radicals and you produce inflammation within the body. So having an anti-inflammatory, especially a natural anti-inflammatory, to be included in your protein powder right after post-workout, that's amazing. So I love this protein powder so much. It actually tastes good. Sweetened with stevia, so it does have a little bit of a funny aftertaste, but I find if you mix it with like the dark chocolate almond milk, it actually kind of takes it away. And I use the silk. I find that's the best. I like it. I know like the Blue Diamond, whatever it's called, I know they just like got busted for having like 1% or like 2% almonds in their almond milk, and I know they have carrageenan in it, which is a neurotoxin, so definitely avoid the Blue Diamond almond milk, which is like the blue cardboard box. It's like bright blue. I prefer silk or almond fresh. Yeah. So, and I really just stick to the almond milk with this guy, or water. I will never really mix like milk or anything different, but I love it. And the main protein you're getting is pea protein and pumpkin seed protein, so it's pretty sweet, nice and clean protein, easy on the digestive system, and it's amazing for post-workout. So awesome. It actually gives you a list of the amino acids you're getting for the branched chain amino acids too, and just a just a nutrient value list. So pretty awesome, and it's part of the non-GMO project. So I love this guy to death. So good. I'll have that right after my post-workout, just 1 scoop. You know what, let me just quickly show you the size of the scoop. It's not too big. Actually like a perfect little size. It's good to like cook with as well, actually, I find, but any protein powder you do cook with, you are going to denature that protein a little bit, so definitely stick with it raw, the protein powder. This is a scoop, and a pretty, yeah, almost done. I've probably gone through like 10 of these almost. I love them to death. Yeah, so that's my choice of protein powder. I love it to death, and I have that directly after my workout, and once I get home, I probably will just like wash my face or something and just start eating a meal. And I'll show you guys my post-workout meal directly after this. Again, super simple. It's just going to be like some quinoa and roasted vegetables, and I'll be having like my meat source of protein at dinner time, just because, yeah, I'm not vegan. I think you guys know that, hopefully. But yeah, okay, so hopefully you guys like that little breakdown of my protein powder. Again, super delicious, 30 grams of protein in one scoop. So awesome. Okay, so this is basically what I would have for my post-workout meal. It's what I'm having today, or I'd have this like for lunch or something, even maybe a quick snack. Super simple. I have quite a big bowl of it right now, actually, but it's pretty easy to eat. I just covered it in a lot of oil, olive oil, some pink Himalayan sea salt. Love this. And I just threw in basically whatever roasted vegetables I could like make and whatever I had in the fridge. So I think there's like kale that I chopped up, carrots, broccoli, zucchini, red pepper. I did some onion and garlic. Yeah, so basically whatever was in my fridge. It's pretty good. I also threw on half an avocado, just sliced that up, and some hemp hearts and pumpkin seeds. Yeah, just some extra healthy fats and fiber too. So super delicious. Yeah, I may even have this as like a small bowl for a snack if I have it like in the fridge if I'm feeling like something kind of dense and really hearty. I just warm it up on the stove real quick with some olive oil, and yeah, it's good to go. But, so I don't know if you guys didn't know, but protein, so to be a complete protein, you need the 9 essential amino acids that make up that protein. And there are a lot of foods out there that don't contain those 9 essential amino acids. I'm pretty sure actually the only meat that does is fish. Like I'm pretty sure chicken doesn't even contain all amino acids, but if you were to combine it with like a grain like rice or a quinoa, you will be getting more amino acids, which will make it a complete protein. But the cool thing about quinoa is that it has all 9 essential amino acids, so it is a complete protein, which is great. It's going to make sure you're fueling the muscles the way you should be with all amino acids. So I love to have this after a post-workout meal, and I'm just having this right after my post-workout shake, so I just already had like 30 grams of protein. I'm probably getting a nice little chunk of protein here as well, and some carbs too from the quinoa, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So this is today's post-workout meal. Super delicious. Yeah, and dinner we're going to be having just something pretty simple, but I'll be getting the meat in there, and yeah, okay. These are some of my snack options that I will pick throughout the day. Like today, I'm feeling like chia pudding, so I'm having that right now. It's like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Gonna be having dinner in a couple hours, so I just need something to fill me up. I'm pretty hungry. I just have some chia pudding, made it with vanilla almond milk, got some cinnamon, strawberries, pumpkin seeds, and shredded coconut. I'm getting, some fiber from there. Not a large bowl right now, just a little bit. Yeah, so some fiber, protein, omegas, that's going to fill me up until dinner, so pretty glad with that right now. Or I'll usually do something like that, just banana with peanut butter, just like a piece of fruit. A little bit of fat, I love doing that, especially the organic peanut butter. I love this one. It's so good. It's so smooth and creamy. Yeah, so either like banana and peanut butter, apple and peanut butter I like a lot too right now. Been feeling that. And if I'm on the go, for sure, like a fermented vegan protein bar by Genuine Health. I absolutely love these guys, and they're selling them everywhere right now, actually. I've seen them, they're pretty popular, which is good. Yeah, so this is the double chocolate chip flavor. And the fermented protein is really just gonna help with digestion. So that's awesome. It's really, really, really good for you. Not a lot of sugar, and the fiber content's good. It's great. I love this guy for on the go. And so yeah, these are kind of just like a couple of my snack options. I'll either do that or, sorry, the cicadas are going crazy right now. Um, but yeah, so either like maybe a chia pudding or a little small bowl of oatmeal if I have some left over in the fridge. I love keeping kind of stuff in the fridge, just having it on the go. Or maybe a small salad, just with a little bit of pumpkin seeds and all that on it too. I will be having like chicken for dinner, so I'll show you guys that right after this. But yeah, so these are my quick snacks. They're pretty nice and easy. All of them can kind of really be brought on the go, so super convenient. And yeah, let's see what's for dinner. And finally, we have dinner. I simply made just a chicken breast with some jasmine rice, salt and pepper, sauteed broccoli, and some fresh raw radishes. It's going to be delicious. And on the chicken, I just put like a balsamic glaze with some cumin and garlic. Kind of super random, but it's pretty good. And yeah, so this is kind of just what like a dinner would look like for me usually. Just a lot of vegetables, a protein, and like a carb, you know what I mean? Just something super simple, nothing crazy. And yeah, I absolutely love having this for dinner. It's just nice and simple to make. Probably took like 45 minutes, which is pretty good. And yeah, so dinner's pretty simple. Again, this is really one of the only times of the day when I'll have meat. And, you know, if I'm not feeling this, maybe I'll just go for something else. Whether it's, you know, I may have some quinoa with this, maybe skip out on the chicken. It really just depends what I've had on throughout the day, but usually this is kind of what a dinner will look like. I didn't do the brown rice today. I've kind of been digging the white rice. I actually found out recently that, you know, of course brown rice has more nutrients in it. Yes, and than white rice, but if you're getting a good white rice, obviously it's good. But brown rice contains this one component called, I think it's phytates. And phytates basically like stop nutrient absorption, and brown rice contains more phytates than white rice. So you'd actually be, depending on the nutrient content of the white rice, but you'd actually be absorbing more nutrients of the white rice and probably the brown, which is kind of cool. So yeah, maybe do your own research with that about the phytates with the rice. I think it's PHYATES. I think that's what it is. But yeah, so this is my dinner. And again, I hope you guys kind of liked my daily meals that I have. Again, they're super simple, pretty basic to make and eat. And yeah, I would totally do this kind of like on a weekly basis, like daily basis for sure. This is something definitely very balancing. I'd even do this for lunch if I wasn't feeling the quinoa, or if I didn't want to have meat for dinner, depending on what I feel like. Yeah, that's what I'll make. But luckily I was able to make this today, so I'm pretty grateful. So yeah.